Hi everyone! Today we're going to be talking to Jess Bedi about her experience of using Racing Welfare's careers, advice and training service and how it has helped her progress in the industry. This is her story. Jess Bedi is a point-to-point trainer based in North Yorkshire. She also holds an amateur licence and rides out for trainer David Barron. Jess recently received funding from Racing Welfare's careers, advice and training service to further her progression within the industry. Sarah Fanning, who heads up the career service, recognised Jess's potential and suggested that she should apply for the Toby Balding Award. And together, Jess and Sarah worked on the award application and on writing Jess's CV. Despite not winning the award, the National Trainers Federation were really impressed with Jess's application and said she came very close. Feeling positive following the process, Jess decided to apply to the NTF to do her trainers modules and apply for a full training licence. Jess completed her MVQ Level 3 very quickly, and we then helped her with her application to the National Trainers Federation Charitable Trust, who have subsequently funded Jess to do her trainers modules. She successfully completed the modules online during lockdown, and her full training licence has now been granted. Jess is joining us now and she's going to chat to Tina about her experience.
Hi Jess, thanks so much for joining us today. We just heard your story from Lauren there. It all sounds very exciting.
Yeah, it's been quite a whirlwind since the start of lockdown. Everything seemed to have taken off.
And well done on getting your trainer's licence.
Thank you.
So when was it that you first realised that you wanted to get support through the careers advice and training service, and what was it that made you contact Racing Welfare in the first place? What made them stand out?
So following my point-to-point season, I decided I had a nice couple of horses who could run in point-to-points, and decided that I would like to try and get my permit because some of the horses that we have probably wouldn't suit point-to-pointing as much. And I spoke to my jockey coach, who's Phil Kinsella, and he said there's always support. He does jets, I think, and he said there's always support. You should definitely speak to them and see if anybody might be able to help you through it, because it's quite a long process, and I didn't know what I had to do for even just to do my modules. I didn't know that I had to do an MVQ or anything like that. So he told me to get in contact with Racing Welfare and CATS, because they do schemes to help younger people who are already working racing.
Okay, and so how long did that process take from, you said, you know, it's quite a long process. How long did it take from the moment that you sort of decided to do that to when you sort of got your trainers modules and started your training?
Probably a couple of months, but only because we went through the Toby Balding Award first and we had to wait for the entries to close. Otherwise, okay, as soon as we found out about the Toby Baldwin Award, CATS gave, I think I got a grant from CATS within a couple of weeks. It maybe wasn't even a couple of weeks, it might have even been less. And I'd started my NVQ within maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
How did Racing Welfare help you with that application with the Toby Balding Award? What did it sort of entail?
It was quite nice to just be able to write it all out, and even though it didn't help me, it did help with my application for the National Trainers Federation to give me a grant for my modules.
And all this training that you've done now, how do you feel it sort of affected your life in general? Do you feel it's given you more confidence? Do you feel buoyed by the experience?
It was a bit overwhelming at first because I didn't realise how much it entailed. We started with the MVQ, which, to be honest, I thought was going to be quite a bit easier than it was. But it was really good. I had loads of support through it. CATS were brilliant. The minute you had a question, if you sent an email through, you get a reply back the same day. You were never stuck waiting and wondering what was happening. I've said to a few people since then, even if they're not wanting to go on to do their modules, definitely look into doing the MVQ, because it sort of takes you back to school a little bit, but it gives you so much more information about the actual job itself and about the horses. It opens up your mind to like other situations other than literally just riding them out every day.
Yeah, and so what are you hoping to do with all these qualifications? What do you hope to do next?
I've gone on and I've done module 1, 2 and 3, and I got granted my trainer's license last week. So we've got 6 horses in at the moment, and we'll hopefully have our first runner on the 29th, which is exciting.
Oh, that's really exciting. Where's that going to run?
We'll enter him for Sedgefield, but I'm hoping he'll run there. He's called Luca Brasi's boy. I've ridden him in point to points, which was quite nice. So it's a nice one to have as the first horse to run out of the yard.
Well, it's great to hear it's had such a positive impact on your career. And would you sort of recommend cats to people in the future if you knew anyone who was looking to, you know, further their career in racing?
I think I've already told a few people to get in contact, actually. But it's good. It's just so good for people, even if you're a bit of a loose end, you sort of go, I want to do something else, but I want to continue working, because I did it all whilst I was working. It's not something that you can't do alongside a job, it's just something different to keep your mind going. Or for anyone who sort of, I think they do quite a lot of other courses as well, not just the NVQs that I've done. Cats will help you go through a lot more. So
yeah, it's definitely a wide variety to get stuck into, isn't there? Well, thank you very much for joining us, Jess. It's really interesting to hear your story, and good luck for the future and with your training.
Thank
you very much.
Thanks, Jess.
If anyone is interested in getting career support through Racing Welfare's Careers Advice and Training Service, you can call 0800 6300 443, or you can visit our website at cats-racingwelfare.co.uk.